that thing and dance to you better. Get up off of that thing. Try to release that pressure. Get up off of that thing.
Of course, we mostly talk about businesses here on the show, and today is no exception. But other occasions, we'll talk about health and wellness. How to be the best you can be.
Did your wife book this one?
Yeah, I think Pam's after me again, but I'll tell you what, I'm looking forward to this one because I happen to, I appreciate the fine art of chiropractic medicine. And today we have Dr. Jason Gross with us. He is with Peak Performance Chiropractic.
That's right.
Welcome, Doc.
Thank you very much. My pleasure.
Doc, Jason, what do you prefer? Dr. Jason?
Dr. J's good.
Dr. J's been taken.
I know it's been taken.
But I bet you've used
Some people call me Dr. G.
Dr. G. I think I'll just go with Doctor.
Oh, it's perfect.
Doctor. So,
perfect.
How long have you been a chiropractor?
Almost 13 years. January will be 13 years.
Well, good for you.
Yeah.
So you've always, I mean, look at you, you're obviously in shape. Have you always been that guy?
I've always been an athlete, yeah.
Okay. And so when did you decide that this would be a good profession for you? Did you go to a chiropractor when you were an athlete?
No, I didn't. I wish my parents knew about it. I
Okay.
really do. I really wish my parents knew what chiropractic was when I was a teenager, playing sports, coming up, BMX bike racing, football, what have you. It's remarkably effective at keeping people active and injury-free. And I didn't get into it till after I graduated undergrad, right after college. I got a degree in biology. Okay. So I already had an interest in health and how the body worked and whatnot.
Sure.
And I had a good friend I played football with in college. He went right into chiropractic college. When we graduated together, I waited a year and went in. So
Okay.
I saw it work. I saw it work with somebody. I was blown away.
See, that's neat because with your background growing up playing sports and stuff, you know what it's like to hurt.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, of course.
And so what a lot of people don't realize, and frankly I didn't either until I talked to a chiropractor before, it's a great preventative thing.
That's the way I practice, yes,
Yeah.
absolutely. It's corrective in the beginning, and it's preventative in the long run.
Yeah, well, and go into that. I mean, a lot of people think, and I've been, it's not a time-consuming thing at all.
Not really.
Yeah.
When patients are in my office for no more than 30 minutes at a time, we do a lot of functional rehab. My patients are moving their bodies because the reason they hurt is because they're not moving right. That is a genetic requirement for human beings. Their joints need a full range of motion against resistance on a daily basis. If they don't get that, those joints degenerate. It's the same as people get it with food. They understand if you don't drink enough water, over time you'll show signs and symptoms of dehydration.
Sure.
Protein deficiency, over time you will see signs and symptoms of that. I treat movement for the joint as a nutrient for the joint.
Oh,
It's exactly what it is. And
Sure.
if it is deficient in a full range of motion against resistance on a daily basis, over time that joint will degenerate. We see it all the time.
Well, and not just that, Doc. When this joint, our body, or at least guys like me that don't know any better, you compensate, and then you end up messing up something on the other side because you're trying to compensate for that one. And if you take care of this one in the first, or take care of everything, that's why I'm getting back to the preventive deal. You don't need to wait till you hurt.
And that's exactly it. You don't have to.
Yeah.
In fact, the sooner you start it, the better off you're going to be. Someone that comes into my office is say a 45 or 50-year-old, they already have some beginning phase of degeneration. There's no reversing that. It's already there. I can't undo a bone spur. I can't stick a pump in the disc and pump it up, make it thick again. It doesn't work that way. The younger, more pliable you are, and I really like teenagers, high school athletes, college athletes, because I've been one my whole life.
Right.
Like I said, coming back to what I started with, I wish my parents knew what this was when I was young and get me into one to prevent a lot of these things.
So again, you've been doing this for 13 years now.
Just about January will be, yes.
But even in that period of time, have you noticed that, for lack of a better word, that chiropractic medicine is becoming more mainstream? Just in the 13 years? I mean, you go back further than that for sure, but how about in your tenure?
Yeah, I would say yes, generally. But statistically, only about 5% of the population uses chiropractic active. It's very little. But the vast majority of people have the symptom that they associate with my profession. Most people may not know exactly what it is that I do, but they know what a chiropractor is, they know the word, and they know the chiropractor is associated with back pain.
Right.
I think the number 2 reason people miss work, according to the Department of Labor, is low back pain. Upper respiratory is number 1. So the vast majority of people have this symptom that they associate my profession with, and only 1 in 20 see one. There's a disconnect. There's an absolute disconnect. And what I'm trying to do is shift the public discourse to be much more functionally based. I don't really care about people's pain, honestly. I sound like the worst doctor ever, but people hurt.
I could be a doctor if that's the case.
I understand why they hurt. They hurt because they're not moving right.
Right.
So we're spending time in my office learning how to move again. We're squatting. My patients sweat in my office because you need that range of motion. And then we adjust, of course. There's a specific reason to do that. But my treatment plans are specifically designed to get you to move better, strengthen that core musculature, stand up straighter, bear weight more optimally, so that you can live the rest of your life, play with your kids, getting out of your car without hurting, tie your shoelace without hurting. I've had many patients go down for the count because all they did was try to tie their shoelace. That's preposterous.
I went down trying to pick up a box once. I didn't even reach the box. It's not like I picked up the box and I got hurt. So let me ask you this then.
Yeah.
And Americans are bad about this. We're kind of slow to change. So my question is, in other parts of the world, is the percentage higher for people?
I don't know. I don't know statistics. Some countries it's not even legal. I mean, I know it's not legal in South Korea.
Really?
I don't think there's any chiropractors in Mexico.
Okay.
So I'm not quite sure. If I'm going to pick a country, Australia is pretty decent. The United States is still really good.
Oh, so we're good. Even at 5%, we're good.
Well, we're good in the sense that we're here, but chiropractors are terrible at spreading the message.
Okay.
We have 15,000 different messages. It's clear. The evidence is clear. People don't like talking about evidence. They don't like science. They think it's boring. I happen to really like it.
Right.
And the evidence is clear. If you get a joint to move through a fuller range of motion, you are going to do better. It's that simple. That's why I practice the way that I do.
I like simple. I like simple. Okay, you were talking about your passion. When I was reading your notes earlier, I found it intriguing. You're an astronomy nerd.
Yeah.
How did that start?
I don't know. I don't have a conscious memory of an interest that predates my love of the universe.
Okay.
I don't. I just always thought it was fascinating to look up at the night sky and see these distant structures, these stars, know how far away they are. It's mind-blowing.
And how long they've been around.
Yeah. It's really, really interesting stuff.
That's a form of relaxation. I always talk to the guests because obviously your career, your work passion is chiropractic medicine, but everybody has to be able to put that to the side. And for you, it's two things. It's astronomy and live music of all things.
Oh, yeah.
So outdoor concerts is a perfect night for you.
Well, it's kind of bright, so you can't see too much.
Okay.
But yeah, I love live music. I've always have.
Are you a musician?
I used to be, yeah. I used to be when I lived in Buffalo, New York. I performed all the time and was a pretty avid player in that community.
Well, we like live music in Texas, too.
I know.
Find some spare time.
I know it.
So where do you practice? Where's your office?
I'm in Mansfield, Texas.
Okay.
And I opened that practice in 2014.
Okay.
So just over 5 years ago, and we're still there.
Rolling right along. How many people in the office? I know it's not just you.
No, I have 2 employees.
Okay. And so do they go out and how do people go? I've always wondered, how do people find you? Is it mostly referrals or what?
Yeah, my patients are a great referral base. They refer to me because I understand how it is that I practice. A lot of them have been to chiropractors in the past and like, I had no idea this is what chiropractic was like. But I have to go, I market a lot. I want to see athletes. I see a lot of triathletes, a lot of marathoners. They want to run 30, 40 miles a week. I see, martial artists, some, high school baseball players. So I go to sports events and set up a booth and just stretch people. Sometimes they don't need to be a patient. They'll come and say, my knee hurts. I'll say, do this, this, and this at home. Just try this first. If that doesn't go away in a week or two, then give me a call. Okay. I'm more of a resource for people to continue doing what they want to do. So that's really my passion.
Are your patients, is it 50-50 guys and girls, or is it more guys, or what's the ratio?
It's right down the middle.
Is it really?
Yeah.
Okay.
I've looked at those stats.
Yeah, well, I haven't, and that's why I was asking.
It's right down the middle.
I'm a little surprised. I'm glad to hear that finally the guys are right there with the girls, realizing how important this is.
Well, I will say that the guys are much bigger wins.
Yeah, well, you're talking to one of them right now. Oh, we're out of time, Doc. We really are out of time.
That's okay.
Dr. Jason Gross, everybody. He's been doing this for 13 years now. Might be able to help you as well, Doc.
Thank you very much.
Appreciate you coming all in with us today.
Thank you,
folks. Thank you as well. See you soon.